So far, it's been keeping the dust out of my face. There's no dust on my clothes or anything. What's good, y'all? We are going to review this AIRSEE dust collector. So shout out to AIRSEE for sending this dust collector for us to review. We're going to go ahead and open it up and see what's in this box. So here's the instruction manual. Be sure that you go ahead and read that because it tells you all about the dust collector, its specs, and everything like that. So here's your power cord. Oh, it's compact. I like it. So far, so good. So this is what it looks like. You can see the fan in there. This is where you can change your filter. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. You can see the little light. That's on low. I'll put the mic close by so you can hear it. It's very powerful. This nail dust collector also has a safety feature. So if you have this turned on and you pull out this filter, it should turn off. And that's just to keep the dust from going into the motor. Now, I know some of you may be wondering, like, if you have like this armrest, would this fit up under here? It absolutely will. It's not that tall. So you got room to put this right here if you're taking clients, and you can still sit that there, and you can get that up under your armrest if you have an armrest like I do. The next part of this video is going to be sped up. We're going to get into the shaping of these nails. I'm also going to let you enjoy the ASMR sound of the nail file as well as the nail dust collector, and I'll come back and explain shaping.
Alright, so first I'm going to start by going around the cuticle and kind of debulking this area with a medium carbide bit. I like to do this simply because it's faster, and actually I've had this bit for a little while, so it's not as sharp as it used to be. I like to work smarter, not harder. And those of you who've been following me for a while know that I'm actually autoimmune and I have problems with my wrist and my hands and my fingers sometimes. So it's much easier to like debug the nail first. On this portion of the video, I actually turned it down because this part was like kind of loud because I'm wearing the mic on my shirt, so my nails was kind of close, so that got a little bit loud, so I just turned it down. I'm going to go through all of the nails using this medium carbide bit. It is a tapered medium carbide bit. It is on my Amazon storefront, so if you're interested in this bit, it will be in the description box below. So you can go ahead and you can check that out. I'm going to go around the cuticle area. I'm also going to work this down the body of the nail and bringing in those sides because you're thinking like let's color inside the lines. So when you're thinking of the shape of the nail, especially with square nails, you want your like the sides of the nails to be inside of the side walls of the natural nail. I'm hoping that makes sense and I'm explaining that correctly. It's where it's to keep the nail from looking too bulky, and it actually goes in. So it's based off the person's hand. So you just got to keep that in mind when you are shaping the nails. Once I get like the surface of these nails pretty smooth, then I am actually going to go back in. I normally go in with a 180 sanding band and go over it and try to smooth it out, and then look at the nail from all sides to see where I need to smooth, or in are there any lumps and bumps. I laid this acrylic pretty good, so it's not really lumpy or anything like that. If you want to see how these nails turn out, you can see it in the previous video. I'll leave that link in the description box as well as in the eye in the upper right hand corner of this video if you want to check that out. Getting back to the shaping of these nails. Now, I said before, I like to, this is like kind of like my rough draft. This is where I start like cleaning up the shape of the nail and everything like that, bringing it all in, debulking in areas where I see fit. And it's allowed me to work much faster. It really doesn't take me a long time to uh, basically finish file and get the nails into shape. It takes me about 10 minutes or so to get the nails exactly the way that I want them. So I kind of have like a three-step process, and it really depends on how well I lay the nail enhancement, whether it be acrylic, polygel, or gel. The smoother it is, of course, the less time you need to spend on filing. But I'll go in with my medium carbide bit. This is a medium taper carbide bit, and then I'll go in with the 180 sanding band and basically go over the same places that I've already went over before, going around the cuticle, down the body of the nail and the side walls as well. And then I am going to go in with a fine 5-in-1 tapered carbide bit to finish and smooth out the cuticle area. I don't use the 5-in-1 down the body of the nail. I typically use it around the cuticle area, and then I'll use it on the ends of the nails. So when I'm doing my own nails, it's really hard to shape um, the ends or the tips of the nails. So I will use the drill bit and kind of turn up the speed anywhere from 15,000 rotations per minute up to about 25,000 rotations per minute to straighten out that bottom, because it'd be really hard. As you can see, you're going to see in the video, I'm putting my fingers in all types of positions just to get the shape as close to perfect as possible. And once I finish up there, then I'm going to go back in with my hand file like you see me doing here. And I'm going to line up the sides. Now, let's talk about these long nails, right? So I like to work in zones. Zone 1 being up by the cuticle, and zone 2 somewhere in the middle, and zone 3 towards the tip of the nail. It's important that when you are working with your hand file that you are paying attention to whether or not if the file is touching the entirety of the nail or if it's just touching one part of the nail. So I like to go in zone 1 first and bring it in because of course when laying acrylic, at least for me, I don't know, it gets a little bulky around the cuticle area, and I like to bring that in to make it match the side of the natural side walls of the nail to make it look as natural as possible. That gives the nail enhancements, and even though everybody knows they're fake, it still looks really good when they're kind of snatched.
So far, so good on the dust collector. I can say that all of the dust is actually sticking to my hand or going on the front of the dust collector, as you can see. I don't know why it's sticking there, but it is. And we'll look at this filter when I'm done. I didn't have a tremendous amount of fouling. So far, it's been keeping the dust out of my face. There's no dust on my clothes or anything. It is kind of loud on that higher speed, though. I will say that.
But I really like how the dust is nowhere near my face, and that is extremely important. If you are taking clients, that's also important that the dust is not in their face or anything like that. I had minimum dust on the actual table, but if you know, you know, because I cannot stand when dust is all over the place, the dust that you can't even see when it's time to design the nails. It's in the top coat, the gel polish, it becomes a mess. But I'm going to say I highly recommend this dust collector. It will be linked in the description box below. So, girl, go snatch your dust collector real quick. Don't wait, sis. Go grab it now. At the recording of this video, I just went to look it up and there is some additional money off. Grab them before they are out of stock. I promise you are going to love this as much as I do. If there's anything that I miss regarding shaping, let me know by dropping a comment in the comment section, as well as if there is any additional videos you would like to see, let me know that as well. If you are new here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome everybody. I know it's a bit late in the video, but it's an ASMR video, and I kind of wanted you to really enjoy the sounds of this video. It is something new for the channel. If you like that too, if you want me to keep in the ASMR sounds of the nail file or the dust collector, let me know that as well. If you want to see how these nails turned out again, I'll leave that in the eye in the upper right hand corner of this video, as well as in the description box below. So I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this video. If this video has been helpful, consider joining our family and joining our nail community. And as always, boss chicks, stay safe, stay healthy, and be blessed.